share a few things about Dave, so I thought I'd make just a few notes here. No, that's not fair. I met Dave whenever we were going to different schools together. He was going to Overbrook, and I was going to Scranton. And eventually, we got together in a rock and roll group with Gary and Ray Jean and Larry Penrod and me and Dave. Hard to believe, 5 guys in a rock and roll band, and Dave is the first to go. Anyway, he came to my house. We had a basement, and my folks, I don't know what they were thinking, but they gave us the right to practice in the basement. So we practiced our rock and roll band in the basement, and while Dave was there, he looks over and sees this young little thing, innocent as she was, and he goes, "Hey, can I take her out?" And I go, "I'm not the one to ask, man." Anybody that knows Dave knows that he was very meticulous. He was the guy that had pegboards and everything hanging on pegboards and outlines of whatever goes there. That was what it was. So, one day I was over at Ottawa at the cattle auction, and they sold a goat for $5. I go, I can buy that. I'll take that home with me. So I bought this goat for $5. On the way home, I thought, that'd be a good place for that, to be in Dave's garage. He wasn't very happy with me at the time. One time we went up to Washington to hunt pheasants, and we camped out in my pickup. Had a camper shell on the back of the pickup. And this was in the wintertime, so it was kind of cool. And I was sleeping on a pad there, just my nose was about this far from the top of the camper. It was not insulated. When I woke up in the morning, there were icicles hanging down where I was breathing on that. So as we was hunting these pheasants, Mark shot a female pheasant. Everybody knows that's not right. You can't shoot female pheasants. So Dave, he was all upset. He said, "Just throw it in the trash. Don't get rid of it. Get rid of it." I said, "No, man, that's good. You can't get rid of that." So Mark threw it in his bag for a little while. Dave just kept getting more paranoid and more paranoid. So I said, "Give it to me. I'll carry it for a while." So anyway, we got home, got into the camp that night. We put it on a spit, cooked it with over an open fire and a spit. Dave says, "I'm not eating that." I had him come down and help me one time hold a calf, and he was pretty good help while we were doing it. As soon as we got done, he said, "Don't ever call me again." Being a veterinary was not his thing. We went to a lot of auctions. Part of it was actually to buy stuff, but most of it was just to go to visit, do a little drinking, a little driving, a little fellowship. Dave actually bought stuff that you could take home and fix it up a little bit and then resell it and make a little money. I think most of my stuff is still sitting at home. We got into dune buggies. First one was a 58 Chevy, and I don't know where Dave found it. He found it somewhere. Got it for nothing. It was a pretty rough old car. So we cut the body off of the 58 Chevy, and that's back in the days whenever they had a frame with the whole length of the car. They don't do that anymore. Anyway, we cut the body off, and then we cut out like 6 feet in the middle of the car, brought it together, and welded it back together. So we'd drive that thing all over the place and tear up all kinds of stuff with it. Finally, the engine blew up, so we had to get rid of that one. Then they found a military surplus machine. I don't know what you call it. It was just a little 3-wheel thing, and we worked to get an old lawnmower motor put on there. drive that thing all over the place. It was a death trap. I think there's a video of it here later. But it was 3 wheels, but it was made in a square. So you would sit beside the front wheel. As long as you were turning that way, it worked great. When you turned this way, that front end would dig in and away you go. And we got into VW rails, which was just taking an old VW car and making a pipe frame out of it. And of course, Dave had to have one with 4 seats, so you get all the kids and him and everybody in it. Then we got into motorcycles. Of course, Dave had to have the biggest one. I don't know where he got it. Anyway, he had what's called a 450 Suzuki race bike. And that thing was hard to crank and hard to start. When it ran. But he got tired of trying to start it all the time, so he went and bought a 350 Honda. It was another enduro bike, they called it. And that one, he jumped a ditch and did a Superman and cracked about 4 ribs and was in the hospital, and it was not fun. One time Dave was coaching T-ball, and he was first base coach. And the little kid hit the ball went dribbling out there, and the little kid went to run to get the ball. The first baseman was standing over there waiting for the ball to come, and it wasn't getting there quick enough, so the first baseman reaches out, hooks the runner, stops him. Well, of course, Dave wasn't going to let that happen, so he reaches over and lifts him up, sits him on first base. I don't know how the umpire ever figured that one out. And we were always looking for make money quick schemes. And one of the things we came up with was when Larry's Auto Salvage came up for sale, we were going to buy Larry's Auto Salvage. It didn't take us long to figure out we didn't have the money to do that. Okay. Right after Dave came home from Vietnam, him and I went to Topeka to get something, I don't know what. And so we stopped to get some gasoline. And while we were sitting there, this kid pulls in, had shoulder length hair. Dave just got home from Vietnam. I was talking to him right in the middle of the sentence. He stopped, turned and walked away. What in the world's going on here? He walks over to this kid with the shoulder length hair, punches him out. The kid falls on the ground, and pretty soon he jumps up, and Dave hits him again. And some kind of words like pinko, fag, whatever. And I'm going, what's going on here? So the kid started running, and Dave grabbed him and hit him again. Eventually, we got out of there. We didn't get arrested. The kid took off. But about a month later, you've heard of what goes around comes around? Dave was coming out of Fowley's, both arms full of groceries. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, BAM! He has no idea who hit him, where he came from, anything about it. I'll give you a little hint. I bet who was this kid. Okay. So Dave was not really a nice person when he was younger. I got along with him great, but people who didn't get along with him all that great, it was not that great. He was a nice guy inside, but you had to really dig sometimes to find that nice guy. Then Jesus got a hold of him, and he changed to a really nice guy. He did jail ministries with the Gideons. He went to Reading and worked on tornado-damaged houses to fix them back up. He discipled a lot of young men in the church. If we were in Texas, I bet I could come up with at least 6 guys that would come in here and testify about it. Kind of like everybody's heard the story about Saul and Paul. Dave was Saul.